behalf of Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Carrington, I extend a warm welcome and a thank you to you all who are able to join us today. We're honored to have you here. I'm Cadet Richard Luby, and I'll be your narrator for the day. First, we're going to have our posting of the colors, so feel free to rise for me as I start. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Up next, we'll have our invocation given by Cadet Peter Gabbard.
If you bow your heads for me. Lord, we thank you for this day and this opportunity to celebrate the many blessings that you keep upon this program. Pray that you would continue to bless this program and all those involved with it going forward, and keep us safe through this ceremony and our parade later this afternoon. In Jesus' name we pray.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our detachment commander, Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Carrington, for a few opening remarks. You may be seated.
Good morning, everyone, and I'd like to extend our welcome to all the honored guests, visitors, and all friends and family of the cadets. As many of you know, the Plan A, or the original plan, rarely survives the first engagement. As we can tell, it was a small delay, so that, I think this was really in their plan to keep my words short. So, without further ado, this is the true culmination of a year, and some cases 4 years of hard work. So we'd like to take the opportunity to recognize the hard work of the cadets by giving them a few awards, and in a lot of cases, some money from you fine folks. So without further ado, I'll turn it back over to Cadet Luby. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you, Colonel Carrington. Before we get started, I'd like to invite you who want to take pictures to feel free to take them at any time, including coming down here to the front to make sure you can get a better picture angle. All right, on to the awards. We're going to have Cadet Wing Commander Gerner. He's going to provide us with the Corps Commander's Trophy. This trophy recognizes the outstanding member of Wing staff. This individual has shown a willingness to fulfill the responsibilities of his position and take on extra tasks regularly. He has performed with excellence during his time with the Cadet Wing. The Corps Commander's Trophy is awarded to Cadet Sean Stevens. She is going to present a few awards on behalf of the Arnold Air Society for Detachment 670.
Good morning. I'm the commander for Arnold Air Society Semester again. We're going to be recognizing our outstanding pledge. Fortunately, or unfortunately, graduated this semester, so she will be. But she did work hard for it, she did earn it. She started off with other cadets and then just could not make it through or any other circumstances. So, without further ado, Arnie Desiree Martinez, come forward. This plaque is for Arnie of the semester. It does not have to be a staff member. We cannot fill every staff position, but this Arnie has gone well above what he's been asked to. He's done well above the minimum hours that is required of service hours. He even has goals of being on area staff and national staff, which is a lot of hard work, and I condone that with Arnie Nathan Isaacs, please come forward. This big one is for a staff member of the semester. He's done well above what he's been asked to for his job. Anything I've handed him, he did it within that day or the next day. I mean, that's the kind of member I want on my team anyways. So, Cadet Arnie Austin Burton.
Up next, we have Captain Moffat presenting our detachment awards. First, we'll have our General Military Course Cadet of the Semester Award. It's given to the top AS 100 or AS 200 freshman or sophomore who has made the most significant contributions to the cadet wing in their particular position. This cadet is always volunteering to help around the debt or in community service. They've pledged for Honor Their Society, they've completed our standardized training program, and they show the drive to accept and overcome any challenge. With Cadet Desiree Martinez, please.
Good job, Martinez.
Our next award is the Professional Officer Course Cadet this semester. This is a junior or senior who has made the most significant contributions to the cadet wing in their particular position. This cadet also works tirelessly in the community and has provided superb training not only to our field training preparation group, but also to the Honor Their Society organization. We have Cadet Zachary Taylor.
Anyway, Taylor.
Following that, we have Colonel Jim Selders for the National Sojourners Award, which recognizes the cadet who contributed the most to encourage and demonstrate Americanism on campus while also being in the top 25% of their aerospace studies class. The recipient of the National Sojourners Award is presented a certificate of recognition as well as a medal, as this is going to Cadet Coulter Merrill. We have Lieutenant Colonel Donald Spurrier for presenting the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, ROTC Award, which recognizes an AS 200 or AS 300 cadet in the top 25% of their class who contributed the most to encourage patriotism on campus through deeds of participation in extracurricular activities or community service. The recipient of this award is presented a medal and ribbon combination. This is going to Cadet Benton Painter. Next up, we have the Veterans of Foreign Wars Award, provided by McWhorter Weston Post 1118 in Cushing, which recognizes a cadet who has held an A in their AS classes, maintains at least a 2.5 cumulative GPA, and who possesses individual characteristics and contributing to leadership. The recipient of the Veterans of Foreign War, please. Let me slow down here. The recipient of the Veterans of Foreign Wars Award is presented a certificate of recognition by Captain Moffett, and this award is going to go to Cadet Marshall Bryan. Up next, we have the American Legion Military Excellence Award and the American Legion Scholastic Excellence Award, presented by Norman Phillips. The recipients of these awards are presented with a medal in recognition of their outstanding achievements. The American Legion Military Excellence Award recognizes one outstanding cadet from each class who has demonstrated outstanding qualities in military leadership and is in the top 25% of their aerospace studies class. The recipients of the award are Cadet Alexander Henderson for the S-100 class. Cadet Aaron McNelly for the AS-200 class. Cadet Peter Gabbert for the AS-300 class. And Cadet James Anderson for the 400 class. The American Legion Scholastic Excellence Award recognizes one outstanding cadet from each class who has demonstrated outstanding qualities in military leadership, ranks in the top 10% of their academic class, and is in the top 25% of their respective aerospace studies class. The recipients of this award are Cadet Rhett Upthegrove for the AS-100 class. Cadet Sean Webster for the AS-200 class. Cadet Tyler Williamson for the AS-300 class. Cadet Sean Stevens for the AS-400 class. Up next, we have the Military Order of the World Wars Award. This award recognizes one outstanding cadet from each of the AS-100, 200, and 300 classes who have demonstrated an outstanding desire to serve AFROTC and have shown the most improvement in the categories of military and scholastic excellence. The recipients of this award are presented a certificate of recognition by Captain Randall, and these awards will go to Cadet Christopher Worley for the AS200 class. Cadet Peter Gabbert for the AS300 class. And Cadet Jacob Gerner for the AS400 class. Our next award is for the ROTC Alumni Mess Dress Scholarship, presented by Dr. Rex Finnegan. This award recognizes one AS400 cadet who embodies the Air Force core values and is selected by the Detachment 670 Commander. Cadre, correction please. This award was originally established by U.S. Army Captain Ed Glover and his wife, Mary, who had such a high regard for the professionalism of the military mess dress and what it represents. Dr. Finnegan and his wife, Dee, have generously continued this tradition over the years and now provide this scholarship in the amount of $500 for the purchase of a mess dress uniform. The recipient of this mess dress award is Cadet Martin Smith. This award recognizes an outstanding AS300 cadet who demonstrates all-around in AFROTC studies and activities. The recipient of the Sons of the American Revolution Award is presented a medal and ribbon combination, a certificate of recognition, and a pocketbook containing the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. This award goes to Cadet Richard Luby. Colonel Richard Shawley will present our next award with the Military Officers Association of America Award. This will go to an AS300 cadet who shows exceptional potential for leadership. The recipient of this award is presented a medal and ribbon combination, a certificate of recognition, and a check in the amount of $50. This award will go to Cadet Zachary Taylor.
Oh, wait, Taylor.
Up next, we have Major General Dollar with the National Society Scabbard and Blade Award. These cadets are being recognized for demonstrating outstanding potential for service in our nation's military services as a leader. They are among the top 20% of junior and senior classes, according to merit. The recipients of this award are presented with a certificate of recognition and a challenge coin. The recipients are Cadet Benton Painter, Cadet Sean Stevens, and Cadet Alyssa Perez, who is not able to be with us today because she's taking care of her child. pilots. These scholarships are presented in various amounts to cadets each year pursuing an aviation career field. Each cadet submitted an application, and winners were selected based on information provided and funds available this year. Colonel Dean Alexander will present the OKC Tinker Dedalian Scholarship winners. Each of these individuals will receive deposits into their Bursar account for $500 from the OKC chapter and then $500 from the national organization as well. This scholarship has been awarded to Cadet Austin Ludden. And Cadet Schuyler Trinary. They were presented with a check for their awarded amount from the chapter, and the national matching funds were deposited into their Bursar account. We would like to recognize those winners here as well. Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Charrington will present a certificate of recognition to the Enid Cherokee Strip Dedalian Scholarship winners. The recipients and total scholarships amount of these awards are Cadet Sarah Lisi in the amount of $250. Cadet Megan Frechette in the amount of $500. Cadet Aaron McNelly in the amount of $100. And Cadet Benton Painter in the amount of $2,000. Exceptional leadership traits. The recipient of this award is presented a medal and ribbon combination and a certificate of recognition. The award goes to Cadet Chelsea Quick. Officer potential, and a willingness to serve both God and country. The recipient of this award is presented with a certificate of recognition by Captain Moffett, and will go to Cadet Desiree Martinez. This award recognizes one outstanding cadet from AS 300 class who has been selected for a pilot slot. The recipient of this award is presented with a certificate of recognition as well as a $1,000 deposit into their Bursar account. The award will go to Cadet Tyler Williamson. Association Award, which recognizes one outstanding cadet from each AS 200, AS 300, and AS 400 classes at each detachment for their performance during the previous academic year. This will be presented by Lieutenant Colonel Jack Snoddy and is a medal and certificate of recognition. The medal will be presented later because it got stuck in the mail.
There's always snafus.
For our AS 200 class, we have Cadet Nathan Isaacs. For our AS 300s, we have Cadet Benton Painter. And for our AS 400s, we have Cadet Jacob Gerner.
See, mine won't fade or shrink. I'm being a little facetious. But the Air Force was founded by a guy named Harold Hap Arnold. He was an Army Signal Corps guy, but he founded the Air Force officially in 1947. Now, I want to tell you cadets, you're off to a great career. I was commissioned here in 1963 over at Lewis Field at that time. From here, I went all over the world. I got my degree in electrical engineering and then my commission. With those two degrees or certificates, whatever, I've been able to serve our country, I trust, honorably around the world. So I would challenge you cadets. You're going to get your degree, you'll get your commission, and I trust you'll do as I have done. You're going to serve your country honor. There's no greater honor, none, than wearing United States military uniform. Thank you very much.
Society of the War of 1812 Award. This will recognize one outstanding AS 200 cadet who encourages and demonstrates the ideals of Americanism. This cadet must rank in the top 20% of their academic class and top 10% of the AS 100 class. The recipient of this award is presented with a ribbon and a certificate of recognition by Captain Randall and is going to go to Cadet Nathan Isaacs. This award recognizes the cadet that displays the traits and characteristics that embody the spirit of service to others. The recipient of the USAA Spirit Award receives a desk clock representing the time and efforts this cadet puts into ensuring they will put others before themselves. This award will go to Cadet Caleb Ritchie. displays all-around excellence. The recipient of the AFCEA Award is presented with a check in the amount of $500, and this will go to Cadet Matthew Matuzak. Up next, we have Lenita Shelby for the Daughters of the American Revolution Award. This award goes to a cadet who demonstrates loyalty and patriotism and have earned a record of military and scholastic achievement during their participation in ROTC. The recipient of this award is presented a medal and ribbon combination and a certificate of recognition. This award goes to Cadet Alyssa Perez, who is not present with us today.
I just wanted to say, I'm here on behalf of the Daughters of the American Revolution. This is our first time to present an award here today, and I understand our recipient has other very important responsibilities today, but we are so proud and so thrilled to be able to present this award to Cadet Alyssa Perez. Thank you.
Up next, we have Captain Randall. She's going to present these awards on behalf of their various organizations. The first award is the Air Force Association Award, recognizing the most outstanding AS-300 cadet who ranks in the top 5% of the AS-300 class and top 10% of their graduating class. The recipient of this award is presented with a medal and ribbon combination and a certificate of recognition. This will go to Cadet Benton Painter. Daughters of the Founders and Patriots of America Award goes to an AS-200 cadet who is in the top 10% of their class, displays leadership potential, patriotism, and excellence in character. The recipient of this award is presented a certificate of recognition, and the award will go to Cadet Justin Tom. Next, we have Lieutenant Colonel Sherrington, who is going to present the James Hunter Servant Leadership Award. This award recognizes a senior cadet that embodies the traits and characters of a servant leader. The recipient of this award is presented a signed copy of James Hunter's book, The Servant. The award will go to Cadet Martin Smith. This is presented to the top Arnold Air Society cadet for outstanding contributions to AAS and community service in general. This award's awardee will receive $1,625 deposited into their Bursar account, a certificate of recognition, and a name added to a perpetual plaque. We are blessed this year to receive 2 awards in the name of Cal Waller. The recipients are Cadet Aaron McNelly and Cadet Megan Frechette. Excellence is presented to a junior cadet that exemplifies the highest standards in service before self. The recipients of the Captain Neil Bynum Award of Excellence will each receive $1,000 deposited into their Bursar account, as well as a certificate of recognition. 2 additional awards were added this year to honor the memory of Captain Neil Bynum. The 3 recipients of this award are Cadet Peter Gabbert, Cadet Chelsea Flick, and Cadet Megan Frechette. The Lieutenant Colonel William Schwartzberger Award for Excellence recognizes an outstanding cadet embarking on an operational assignment. This recipient will receive $1,000 deposited into their Bursar account, as well as a certificate of recognition, and will go to Cadet Martin Smith. As our Commandant of Cadets, Captain Moffett will present the Commandant's Award. This award recognizes an AS-400 cadet who exemplifies the Air Force core values as demonstrated by their commitment to the betterment of the detachment, training and mentorship of fellow cadets, and is a well-rounded individual. The recipient of the Commandant's Award receives a Bronze Eagle statue. This award will go to Cadet James Anderson.
There we go. Hey, Anderson.
Our last but definitely not least award of the day will be presented by Lieutenant Colonel Sherrington. It is the Drummond Sabre Award, and it is rewarded to the top cadet in the AS-400 class. The recipient of this award receives the Air Force Officer's Sword with their name engraved on the blade. The recipient of this award is Cadet Jacob Gerner.
Careful.
Just some of the conversation is, his name's engraved on the sword here. This is a highly coveted, be-all, end-all culmination of the award, of his whole 4 years in doing this. So this is something that you'll be putting on your wall and hopefully displaying for the rest of your career. Maybe 30 years from now, you'll take it off the wall.
If you could join me in one final round of applause for all of our very joyful. We're very proud of the accomplishments of these fine young men and women. On behalf of OSU and Detachment 670, I again thank all of you for coming here, as well as your individual organizations for supporting and helping us put together this award ceremony. I also want to thank all of our honored guests who took the time today to come and make these presentations, and to all the friends and family who joined to support their family. Finally, I'd like to thank and recognize the team of cadets and cadre who helped us put together today's program and spent a great deal of time and effort in doing so. Join me in a round of applause for the job they did. Thank you again for joining us today. Please join us in singing the Air Force song. Following the Air Force song, we're going to have a parade outside, and after that, we'll have a little reception